of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I feel so
Stanley decided to go to the
slidey.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did you miss anything? Yes. I was playing Enter the Gungeon and then my computer crashed. But now we've selected the Stanley Parable.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley said,
That's a nice room.
drinking it all in.
Don't tell me what to do, game.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Schedule 1, I have no idea what that is.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I love the narrator in the Stanley Parable.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay, I get it.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
What? The beginner's guide?
Actually, I changed my mind. Stanley is pretty cool and can stand around as long as he wants.
What the heck? Oh my god. Ow, that confused the crap out of me.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'll give him a chance.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Uh-oh.
I wanted to stop.
Uh-oh.
We would both be so much happier.
This is
if we
bad.
just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, hey. Okay. Loading.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
You talking about Bennett Foddy? Ooh.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I'm quite sure I've never gotten this ending. Assuming this is an ending. I hear the end is never the end. Wow.
Wait, where are you going? Oh no, stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, this is a choice. Get wrecked, narrator.
No! Oh, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Psych.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
My mouse sensitivity is too low.
Make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Well then. Very, very sure I've never seen that ending. The load times are so long.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, Stanley,
stepped into the broom
time to
closet,
quit
but
fooling
there was
around.
nothing here,
I need
so
you to
he
go
turned
back to your
around
office
and got
and fill out those reports. Chop, chop now.
Yeah, that's how this game works.
No choice to make.
You go and make decisions, and then different things
No
happen.
reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
This is quite a broom closet.
Doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
My favorite.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing
Oh,
nothing?
I forgot to start the
Why?
timer.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I love how much he talks about the broom closet.
Stanley, I love you, but you're annoying sometimes.
When you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?
The broom closet ending was my favorite.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Did you get the broom closet ending?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your...
Is the narrator not
Please
human?
remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
That's something I want to
The
know.
irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I mean, it's a pretty nice broom closet.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
He's telling a story.
To make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
But it's the narrator.
Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Very calming.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
That actually gives me freaking chills.
This is the story of a woman named Mariela. Mariela woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the
It is a good ending.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange...
Not for Stanley, you see.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Such a good game. And that's coming from me as someone who is very opposed to most walking simulators. But the choices that you make in this are so binary.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Does anybody know where we're going?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling away
Tips for not getting fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more.
Oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Downstairs is the ending I just got. Can't go in the bathroom, I guess.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of human life. Shocked, Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Eight.
Stanley simply began
8.
entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
I should do that, Al.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Wait. Oh, it opened up this one. Oh, this is this one. Okay. Wait, is there something... That doesn't look very safe. I think there's a special thing if you press the button and then get out fast enough. That seems right.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Is that true? It's a pretty long hallway.
Behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly
Who's
into
this?
enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. I'm safe.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator
Very
think
Mitch
he was going
Hedberg.
to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
But wait, where's the broom closet? Oh, yes, filing cabinets. Stanley's computer. The credits. Kevin Brighting as the narrator. I need to look into what else he's done. Because he's fantastic as the narrator. I don't know if you've played any of Dota 2, but I actually ended up buying the narrator announcer, the Stanley Parable narrator announcer for Dota 2. Stanley Parable HD remix? More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley and less Stanley. Dear narrator, how do you stay in shape? How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Cargo lift, uh-huh. Yes, yes. The Zending? This actually is talking about other endings, which is interesting. It kind of reminds me of
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Squish. Is that the end? I was gonna say it reminds me of like Chrono Trigger. That one ending from Chrono Trigger where you went to the staff room. The game is now paused. I think this is the ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm gonna go back down and jump off the lift.
Room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find
I do remember
out
this.
at the end of this road you've chosen.
I actually would like to find the baby.
Stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be
Orange.
in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
But what if I want a normal path? Oh, I'm so conflicted about which way to go.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with
Oh, maybe this is the one.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback.
I think it is. Can I make 5 + 1?
Ah, you see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Yeah, another 75 days.
Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest...
Oh, was there a leaderboard? I don't think I looked around enough.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
It would be really, really, really nice if TikTok would communicate with us, though.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the...
I'll save you, baby!
...of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
It's me, Dupu, of Who is Dupu fame.
Okay. So, what are we thinking?
You heartless bastard. Did you do
4 more
these
hours.
all purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing.
Latte was a fan of not saving the baby.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Someone else's game.
What do we have here?
Baron, you cannot. No, 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 no.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
This was like the first ending that Turtle got, right? Yeah, here we go.
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Flint and Steel. I am Steve.
We'll go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
Wow, that's a nice
Look
house.
at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand?
It's a little
Isn't it
cramped.
perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
All right, we'll find some diamonds.
Oh,
This is the best way to find diamonds, is just to walk down.
You brought a light.
Or to just dig straight down.
Oh, no. this is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
But I didn't find the diamonds. They should make a movie out of the Stanley Parable. And then that ending would take you to the Minecraft movie. Yeah.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Pushing buttons.
Ooh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I didn't see you there. Are you busy later?
You know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser.
Is there anywhere else I can go? Oh. I just fell out of the world. Oh, oh, oh. I see a lot of doors. The back rooms. Is that a light? It's the only light. Hold on.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
It's
The
creepy.
end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
The end is never the end.
All of
You
the
wanna-
workers were gone. What could it mean?
You want to
He
visit
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
the broom closet one last time?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Did
boss's
I go
office.
down here already? I did, yes. I think we're gonna end here, but I want to just type in the code before he says it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Hey, that's pretty calming.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, I thought that was like an open... Okay. Okay, I guess I remembered wrong. I thought you could push that button and then run back out. He did say, let me finish.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
The mind control facility.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Not Cerebro.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
This dismantling is over here.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah, I love that.
Over.
You do exactly what you're told, and you...
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled
You're no
himself
longer
from
mind
someone
controlled.
else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Come on outside, Stanley. I saw a deer.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility
Oh,
of
the deer.
before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley's so happy. That's certainly the best ending, right? You might even see a deer. Okay. That's enough Stanley Parable for right now. We're gonna pick the next game here in a second. I'm curious about doing the other Stanley Parable, but that's not a right now thing. I forget what the full title of the other Stanley Parable is. Something something deluxe. You want to see me play horror games? I don't think I have any horror games on the list right now. Well, maybe one. Ultra Deluxe, that's the one. All right, let's draw the next game. Some good choices right there. Bun Bun World. That is a Super Mario World ROM hack. I actually need... I need just a bit of time to get this one set up. I don't have it right at hand. But while I'm taking a quick break to get that set up, we'll just watch some clips. Oh.
Stanley Parable by, now with more Stanley, less narrator, and less Stanley.
How did it pronounce that? Because they're actually different words. Alright. I'm gonna stop here. I'll play more stuff tomorrow. Hi, Simba. Should I have a cape? Let's see. That's just because I have leftover tuna. Yeah, cape is something that takes practice. Will you seek a true ending? Use the power of the moon to pass through the barrier in the fireplace. I forgot literally all about that. I'm really glad that you brought that back up at the end of the credits. Fireplace. Those few brave enough to face the true ending return here after you dispel the curse. True ending get. Didn't I say I was doing this mushroomless? Oh well. Like 3 bosses you have to fight, and then after you beat all of them, you have to jump in a pool of lava, and you get no credits. Two hits. 4 hits. 5, so he's now in phase 3. 6. Guys, I can't try it mushroomless. No! Well, I'm mostly back. Let's get this. Yeah, there we go. Bun Bun World. Hey, there it is. Okay, let me look at one more thing before we go. I have never considered playing Bun Bun 1 before. This is quite old. Quite old. Thank you very much. That is a title screen, alright. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Bun Bun's apartment. We'll stop here real quick. Down the pipe is an optional Kaiso tutorial. Doesn't count as an exit. You can exit my house from the side of any screen. Yoshi Paw. Partial Yoshi Paw, in fact. I failed the tutorial. I failed it twice, in fact. Thank you, Mr. Bond. Hello, TikTok Robin. You already see Minecraft? I really threaded the needle on that one. Wait. I need to kill Lakitu with the blocks. Got it. So what you're saying is that you are Steve. Now what is this? Moon? I'll take a moon. You're the one quoting the movie. I actually don't know how this works. Come to think of it. Apparently it wasn't as complicated as I thought it was. I thought there might have been some way I could take the shell behind the net with me. Hope the tutorial helped at all. Try going left in Apple Hill Forest. What's the first game I'll play on Switch 2? Mario Kart. Apple Hill Forest. Ooh, hello. $450, 500 with Mario Kart. Oh, yeah. The key. I mean, it's exactly what I expected it to be. Oh, I see. I see what I'm supposed to do. The key makes this kind of confusing. Hey, Super Mike, thank you. I'm committed to 30 minutes of this, or until I beat it. I think I'm very unlikely to beat it. A keyhole! That's what I've been looking for this whole time. Oh. Okay. Feel like I might have gotten a little lucky. What is this? Tide Switch Palace. Okay. Nice corners. You helped play this? Oh, that's awesome. This was definitely from before I started playing. So I'm not sure if that was the intended way to get through there, but the tutorial kind of hinted at it by explicitly making known that you can spin down through one tile gaps when you have a mushroom. I don't know if that was like super common back in the day. Dang. Did you have a room in the Playtester Palace? I remember that was a very prominent part of Bun Bun 2. When did I start streaming? It was in 2019? No, 2018. My 7-year anniversary is coming up. And I started with, well, when I had viewers, I started with Mario Maker. What country is that? I have no idea. It's not a country at all. That's a flag. I need to slow down there. Yeah, so I was doing exclusively Mario Maker until 2020 when I sort of dipped my toes into SMW. And I haven't stopped playing it since. Something like that, at least. It might actually be 2021 when I started doing mostly all SMW. It was whenever I lost that tournament to Dobbs in Mario Maker. Alright, that's where I damage boost. Things could have worked out very differently for me, I think. If I had focused on Maker instead of SMW. Because not to brag too much, but I feel like I've become a pretty decent SMW player. And this probably leads right back to where I was. No, this leads somewhere completely different. Is this an open overworld? I'm so confused. Let's do the other exit here. Belated Yump, yeah. That reminds me, I actually really want to play Yump 2. I played a ton of it a long time ago, and I had to stop because it was literally the only thing I was playing, and it was gonna take me forever to finish. I really enjoyed Yump 2 though. Speed, okay. Clearly I'm supposed to spin jump off of that spiny, right? Praise Babby. Hey, Toast. This is really a first play. I've done every other hack that CO has made, but not Bun Bun 1. And I do mean every other hack, because I did Bunny Bunny Panic. I did do the keyhole, yes. Dino Rhinos. too slow. We'll see. The only game that I'm really interested in buying that's coming out of the immediate Switch launch is Mario Kart World, and I like the price of that game because it comes in the bundle. When's the last time Nintendo bundled a game with their console? I mean, maybe 1-2 Switch was. I guess I wasn't really paying attention to the Switch launch. I need to be much faster there. Oh, that's incredible, Super Mike. Yeah, Wii Sports. There might have been like a 1-2 Switch bundle. And there might have been a Nintendo Land bundle, but I don't think so. I think they were just sold completely separately. That's the only thing you have on SMW Central? That's bonkers. Well, I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was not always available for Switch. The attach rate on Mario Kart 8, though, is crazy. That's a silver Switch, isn't it? Yeah. I guess I could have used the fire from the Bowser statue there, but man, that was very inconvenient. I could have saved that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to do Mario Kart World streams for sure. The casual the casual no block spins. I need to get to a point where I can work on my ROM hack again. Oh, thanks for the GGs. I went through and replayed the levels that I have done, and I like what I have. I think it's probably somewhere around the difficulty that I'm looking to have also. Oh, okay. That's layer 2. Sure is a palette choice. Right, from behind. Maybe I grab the mushroom first. Yeah, I could show what I have. I think I'm trying to do that in a very silly way. There we go. Alright, I'm pretty sure I need all of these. I think runoff mole. Okay. And then this is gonna make my pea balloon break? Yeah, okay. Cool. I have 3.5 levels that are done. The half is actually probably more like a third or a quarter. Mount Ninja. I also can't get to the half level. Which seems like a silly thing to say, but the ROM that I have it in, the path that leads to that level was not correctly built. Invisible one-ups hide secret paths. They typically grow in bright, grassy areas. And I'll show it to you a second time for good measure. Oh, he hit the lava. Okay. Dang, Ninja. This is Second Densetsu 3 music, right? Trials of Mana, as they call it now. I really wanted to like the modern remake of Trials of Mana that they did, and I really disliked it. It was like they gave it a new coat of paint, but they tried to stay married to the gameplay from the original game. Hey, Mega. I felt like a big dummy when I was playing your booted up level, because I completely overlooked the slope for the longest time. Ooh, that was close. It was an incredible section, though. I greatly enjoyed it. Everyone has made something very special for that so far. If Mecha Kubo walks through a cloud, it can kill you without fear of being squished. It sure can. Okay, I think I was supposed to lose that one. Bouncing off a sprite as it's sinking into lava? Of course it's gonna walk the way it's facing. Hey, Wither King. Do you ever get exhausted with Kaiso players? We just don't understand things. Hello, Raid. How's it going? We're currently doing Bun Bun World. Bun Bun World 1, in fact. How long am I going to be on? Probably another half hour. Well, I'm back to being confused again. I think I am supposed to take this guy with me? That or I'm supposed to grab the other one somehow, and I have no idea how I would grab the other one. See, that worked out so nicely. And it has worked out nicely a few times. Oh, you're halfway through the final test. I was gonna say, I thought you were a lot further in than that. Is this just for funsies? No, certainly not. Well, maybe. I saw the goal. I know it's open to me. This kind of feels like it's an optional challenge. Oh. Okay. Okay, there we go. We'll see if I can play this with the controller. I'd like to. I need to get the splits out of the way. And we'll show this. Let me see if I can change the category. Kaiso block, 0 followers. It's a Dobbs raid. Hey Dobbs. Was it more Paper Robot tonight? Press any button to start. Oh, hold on. I didn't want to press that button. Thank you for the good luck. Let's get this. No. You wound up playing Moon Rover and watching Wheel of Dobbs. You rewatched Wheel of Dobbs? That's so funny. Kaiso block. Who made this? It was a person. Kaiso block. By Liam Nickel. Alright. Oh. Okay, no, we're good. So this is the space bar, in case anybody was wondering. This is very fast movement. Okie dokie. Start the timer. These are some physics. Because it's Kaiso and I'm a block. Exactly, now you get it. Oh, do I actually not have a run button? I'm so confused by this. I don't think it's a run button. My speed feels like it's unchanged as I press it. It is a dash button though. The maximum speed is just too damn high. Do I win? Is this what victory feels like? I think I won. Okay, so I can jump off of the green circles. Okay, jump, dash, yep. Eight-way dash, Speed boost on the ground. Okay, Super Metroid style wall jumps. No, this is definitely not S&W physics. I can tell you that. Sometimes I just randomly stop, and that's weird. The camera doesn't do it all the favors in the world. And the maximum speed is too high, as I said. Like, I should not be able to fall that fast. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to make a suggestion. Next time you click a menu button, try pressing the dash button instead of select. Something cool might happen. Saws kill you, so don't touch them. What is this, Super Meat Boy? It's one of them circular saws. See, that's actually a name for something. So that charges up when I touch a wall, even. Oh, the audio. Yeah, it's got good music. Hey, checkpoint. I'm really confused because there's some times where it just stops moving, just like that. I'm clearly pressing the button. Yeah, I'm a big fan of chiptunes. Well, why would I do this the intended way? That's what I want to know. The controls are taking a lot of getting used to. Not even really the controls, it's the momentum. It is on Steam, yes. It's also free. Yeah, it's much harder for me to say no to a game that's free. This wants a lot of precision out of controls that just don't feel very precise to me. I don't really know how to get safely off of that wall. It's some kind of combination of dashes I can do, but I think that'll do it. What is this? This is a game called Kaiso Block. Okay. Alrighty then. I mean, it's got a little bit of charm to it. Yep. I've figured that out. do feel like the tutorial was a little lacking, because I've had to learn about wall jumping for myself. Because this is not the way I would normally expect a wall jump to work. No. I can wall jump by pressing away from the wall. My dash resets when I touch a wall. The wall jumping is like Super Metroid. Where you have to hold out away from the wall in order to get your wall jump. Okay. That's what you're supposed to be doing. There's definitely something like physics exploity happening here. I don't think this is how this is supposed to be working. I was at like 54% of Hollow Knight before I couldn't stand playing the game for another second. Oh, it better, Super Mike. It was TNC. That was one of my major complaints. I did not like the world traversal. I also distinctly dislike getting lost in games. Sure. There were a few Metroidvania levels that I've played. Who was it that made that one for the ROM hack race? Circle Friendo? No, wait, maybe it was Amazing Chest? It's like 212 or something. Reverie? I wouldn't call Reverie Metroidvania. Or Kaiso. It's barely SMW. Fire has definitely made something that is its own thing. I mean, this game could use less maximum speed. You gotta have more cowbell. That's a very precise amount. Can I... The maximum speed, it's much too high. Like, I'm having to specifically slow myself down because otherwise it's just uncontrollable. It's probably not gonna let me win now. Yeah. I also thought it was coming back. But no, that's kind of what I was expecting for it to do. To just sit at the end for me. Okay. We beat the level. Press space while colliding with a jump orb to perform a double jump and recharge your dash. Haunted hallways? I don't think so. Devil May Cry Netflix series? I did not know that there was one. I've never been like the biggest Devil May Cry fan. I played the PC version of Devil May Cry 3. It was fine. I didn't finish it. I don't understand why sometimes the controls just stop working. Yes, that's the one. Zero Suit Mario. I really like that one. To be fair, it's less Metroidvania and more just gaining abilities. But that sometimes is a shorthand for what people call Metroidvania. I think I might have broken the game for a little bit there. Oh, yes. Oh, that's weird. I thought we... No, I guess we just got Resident Evil movies. But I thought there was a... Wasn't there a Resident Evil series? Like a CG one. You... There's been a lot of CG movies for Resident Evil. I don't know if they were on Netflix. I can't remember. It wasn't really relevant to me when I watched it. Oh my god. So like the Castlevania anime? This is messed up. It keeps coming back to it wants me to be more precise than the maximum movement speed allows me to be. There was a decent one or two Resident Evil CG movies. I bounced off the wall because of the... I think that we're done with Kaiso block for right now. I wish that the physics were more constrained on how you could move, because you can move fast enough from jumping and dashing and combining movements together that it's completely uncontrollable. and it gets uncontrollable even without doing that. What am I playing next? Good question. I could always pick something else from the list. In fact, why don't we do that? We'll roll one more game off of here. I like the music. Music is good. At least the music is good. That's the wrong button. I actually really don't want it to pick Jackbox right now. I really don't want Jackbox right now. Pen Pals! We can do Pen Pals. Hold on 1 second while I boot up Pen Pals. You're gonna like Pen Pals. Yeah, I think this is a good choice. I never did make my custom graphics for this. I had some really heinous stuff planned. Let me get my category set here. Infinite Darkness and Dead Island. There was one that was like Deception. Yeah, we'll leave everything else. Well, let me see if TikTok has something that I can use. Yeah, we'll call it Suika Game. I want to do one I haven't done before. Programmer art. Well, yeah, we'll do programmer art. I do have a best score of 5. Actually, I have no idea how that was possible. This is perhaps not the best foot forward for this game, because this is not what it normally looks like. But if you've ever seen Suika Game or the Watermelon Game, I don't know if they have a different name for it in English. This is that, but better. Because I have the ability to swap the item I'm holding, which I have yet to use. Though I just did. Oh, I thought I had something else in my hand. That was a mistake. I think the music in this game is pretty universally well liked. You could ask Simple Flips. Let's drop this one here. Sheep. Oh, those goats are never gonna touch, are they? No, I don't believe they will. No, with that attitude. That's alright. I'll just put a sheep between them. Close enough. I probably shouldn't have put that chick there. That's okay. I would really like for the two sheep to touch. That would make my day. That's right, it's game 2. Hey, Frankie. Okay, well those were different sheep that touched. So I guess my day has kind of been made. Yo, Snowcone Steve Austin, thanks for the heart me. How's it going? Hello, kitty cat. I should have dropped something else there, like that. Cow! We have a cow! Chiad. You know you don't like it when I pet you. Hey. Hey. I mean, the goal is to get a horse. And then to make 2 horses touch. You're such a nice. Goodbye. She's out of there. That chick tried to escape. Cool, cool. I don't really like that I just immediately buried that cat. I should not have done that. It's been a while since I've played this. This is so much fun. Just dropping the animals. That is really not where I want the sheep. Okay, well, we've got another donkey. That's good. And a goat. Wow, that's gonna be a good chain reaction if I can make it work. All the things are touching that I want to be touching. This is less good. Is it possible to lose? Yes, if you get up to the top. Once you get up to the top of the screen, you lose. It's not an if, it's a win. No. Oh. I want that horse. I want the horse. All right, there's just a chicken between these cows. That's unfortunately placed chicken. I wonder who put that chicken there. Horse! Horse! I think I would remember if I put a chicken there. Who put that whole cat there? It's a weird place for a cat to be. Uh-oh. That's actually not what I wanted in the slightest. You would know. Alright, I would really, really like to get a double horse. That would be fantastic. It looks kind of unlikely to happen right now. Alright. Alright. There we go. Well, certainly we can make that chicken fall through, right? Yeah. I think this is probably the... Oh no. That went the wrong way. Oh no, that made that worse. Alright, so we've got a donkey. That donkey really needs to move to the right if at all possible. I don't think it's going to be possible. No, sheep, you're going the wrong way. Okay, we've got two donkeys with a little menagerie between them. What's a little menagerie between donkeys? I really wanted that pig to roll right. Okay, that's nice. Well, looks like we're getting real close to the end of this one. Oh, there's our cow. And some breathing room to go along with the cow. Oh, but can we get another donkey? That's the real question. You know, I was supposed to play a lot more of this game. And I actually had a copy of it to give away. And I never ended up doing that. No cooking streams, I don't think. I did get something in the mail that I'll help with cooking streams. But, it's something that would be impractical for me right now. Doing a cooking stream. I don't think another sheep is possible. If it is, I will be shocked. Shocked, I say. I have like no move here. Cat's out of the bag. Yep, that chicken sure did get out of the bag. 4,100, not a bad score. Not a gold score, but let's do not programmer art. The pig top? What is there? Oh, that's So the difference in this one, aside from not using programmer art, which most levels don't, the animals actually get launched out of the cannon with force instead of just being dropped gently, which definitely changes the way interactions are going to happen. That wasn't what I wanted. Thank you. Well, these sheep are never gonna touch. Not in a million years. No, this is a paid game. I don't know what the current price is, but it normally lives around like $3. This was made by my good friend Dobbs. It is $3 currently. Thank you, Mac. I don't like how those goats are separated by as much stuff as they are. But there is a sheep touching each of them, so it's not the worst thing. Oh yeah, there's a free demo. Yeah. And the free demo, I mean, I think it's one level from the game. So it's not gonna like cut you off in the middle of it. Donkey. I don't want that to be a sheep right there, actually. Even though that's exactly what I just did. That was a very unfortunate mouse placement, but it all worked out. 10K, literally no one has hit 10K. Not on this one. So here's the thing, after you have made a horse, you can then make a second horse to combine with the first horse. And combining two horses together gives you a barrel. Barrels don't combine with anything. They are just empty space. Well, can you double check me on that? I don't think they combine with anything. It is inevitable that you're going to lose. It's like a high score chase game. Oh, that chicken. Hey, Ryan. I don't remember. Were you here this morning for Kirby? Because Kirby happened. I feel like you were there for at least a little bit. Okay. It's sometimes hard to keep track, especially, I think you were on Twitch. Yeah. I did like Kirby. I thought that the very, very end of the last tournament was stupid. I think that it should have been two separate fights. But part of the problems I was having were definitely self-inflicted. Yeah. I've not even thought about Mystery Science Theater in a long time. Well, I guess thought about watching it. I've got triple donk. Well, I was gonna say I've got triple donks and none of them want to touch, but I stand corrected. We now have a cow. I feel like it got better. maybe it's because I had a little bit more distance from the regular game when I went back to do post-game stuff. Because when I first went into the post-game area, and everything was very obviously repeats of what I had just been playing, I didn't have good feelings about it. I feel a lot better about it now. Horse! Horse! Yeah, I think they actually managed to do new things with the existing areas. Also, that entire game was replaying stuff you've done, the game. I did enjoy it. That was a good game. I'm sort of glad that there's no more left to do beyond the one thing I didn't do. Ignoring that, I think that it's ended in a good spot. It just got to the point where I thought it was kind of unreasonable for them to be asking me to do the thing that I was doing. No, I would not get more. I would not get the Switch 2 version of that. If I was a little further removed or a massive fan of Kirby, it might be a possibility. But certainly me as I am today, I would not have any interest in more of that game. That was unfortunate, but it worked out. That's fine. That is really funny because I was scrolling through my RetroPie, which has all the NES games on it, and I actually clicked on the NES Barbie game to open it up just like a week ago. So I have recent experience with NES Barbie, whereas previously I don't think I did. Like any experience, actually. I can confidently say I don't think I enjoy that game. With confidence, I say. It's got an ironic speedrunning fan base. That's actually pretty funny. There's a big market for that. I say market. There's a lot of popularity in that, speedrunning games that are terrible. That's actually one of my favorite parts of watching games done quick. Is the awful games. But why wouldn't two snails make a turtle? That's what I'm wondering. Cat's out of the bag. I accidentally hit the pig with the cat. Holy cow, that game burns through time. Oh. How have I not played some of these? Glitch Cat running Cool Spot? I don't know if I've ever seen Glitch Cat play a game that's not SMW. No, I take that back. I've watched him play Tetris. I'm trying to think of what would be the funniest one to show. Live stocks is funny. We're gonna drop a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna... Do you see what's going on with the level? Oh, dang. Gosh, Glitch Cat really is just all around a really great guy. I'll say it. We're just throwing stuff out there. You know, he's always made me feel very welcome in any setting I've ever interacted with him in. Oh, I mean, this is my highest score. I haven't played this this level before. I haven't, I used to keep the ROM Hack Race chat open so I could hear the commentary during the races. Anymore, it's too distracting for me to do that. That's so funny. Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game. Okay, well, the completely thoughtless placement really hasn't been working out that badly for me, but it's looking a little dire, I'd say. Avoid the Noid looks pretty terrible. I've seen a lot of Jakku playing that game. It looks almost like it was terrible by design. Or by intention, I guess. Get out of here, pig. Yeah, cool spot is the 7-Up game. The Uncola. It's really impressive how they were able to make an entire NES game without making use of any sprites. Because you wouldn't put sprites in a game about 7-Up. Well, we've got the double donk. Pepsi Man is actually also not terrible. Yeah, this is I do think this is just a very funny level in this game.
Touch.
GameCube, did you see how I got here? It was a lot of throwing stuff in completely randomly. Welp. Well, this is the end for old pen pals, I think. I don't think this dog goes anywhere. Doggone it! I wonder why they would choose to do that. To not have Domino's branding and avoid the Noid. That's a very funny level. It's got the graph that changes based on the number of each animal. I'm 22nd. I think 5th is probably the highest I have on any of the leaderboards. Yeah. Burger King already has tons of their King games. Sneak King, whatever. They all look really terrible. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for tonight. What am I playing tomorrow? I'd like to do SMW tomorrow. I'm probably gonna finish boot it up. I'm not sure what else right at this second. I know that Sunday is going to be Understand, and I may or may not finish Understand. We'll see. I think that probably next Saturday is when I want to try and do my...
Super Mike, cheer 100, where is Omniman? Where is he? Are you sure?
Hey, that's Invincible. I want to be doing crowd control. And that's probably going to be next Saturday. I want to do a Zelda 2 crowd control. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So I've actually got a couple of things I want to do crowd control for. Zelda 2, Mario. That's the Mario with portal guns. And I'd also like to do SMW, of course. So those are all things to look forward to. I'm watching for it now, GameCube. Alright. It's over. YouTube, TikTok, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you hanging out. Have a good rest of your night.